Well, hi, Jo-Ann. It's so nice to see you in person. We've chatted on WhatsApp. Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell me all about what you do.
Okay, so my name's Jo-Ann Sharpe. I'm a primary school teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years. And I've just decided to try and launch my first ever children's book called My Magic Within. And I am also in the middle of doing my master's, so I've got quite a few little hats going on.
So how did you start writing this first book? How have you gone from primary school teacher to book?
I guess it was during the lockdown to begin with. So at that time, during the first lockdown, I was teaching a reception class. And every week we had to give out lesson plans for the parents to use for their home learning, for the children's home learning. And for guided reading, we kind of didn't know what to do. So I just began to write some phonetically plausible little like stories for every week. And I thought, I'm quite good at this. So yeah, I've always had like a love of creative writing, I guess. And my dad always like told stories to me and my three older brothers. And I used to always try to write stories as a young child, and he would like illustrate it because he was a graphic designer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. But I guess during the lockdown, the writing the stories for my class was like the beginning of it. And then I kind of went on a spiritual journey to try and just, calm myself, and because I suffer with anxiety.
Mhm.
And I guess it was through that spiritual journey and like through meditation, I got the idea for this book called My Magic Within. And now I'm trying to birth it into the world, which is pretty cool but scary at the same time. So the book, actually, it was initially written to heal my inner child, because as I said, I suffer with anxiety, but I have suffered with anxiety since I was a small child. And it was like I wrote it to kind of heal my inner child, but then I realized actually this could be a great way to try and soothe children's anxiety and fears of especially nighttime. So it's got sing song and rhyme within it. And it's got like some magical mythical elements to it with the mythical creatures, which I think all the children will really like. But yeah, initially it was written to heal my inner child, but I want to get it out there to help children, because I feel that children's mental health is really important. The main character, she's a little black girl, and I feel like sometimes black children can be underrepresented in the media and in literature. So again, that's something that is quite close to my heart, because as a child I didn't see any dollies or any stories with other little black girls in it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just the everything about the book, the sort of mental health themes, the beautiful illustrations, the diversity. I think it's so lovely. So then from here, are you having a print run done? And sort of what kind of formats? How's that looking?
So I've got one proof copy at the moment, and it's a paperback copy. It's quite large. I think it's 8.5 by 11, so it's quite a large book. Yeah, so I guess with the Kickstarter, I'm trying to raise funds to see if I can get the book, my project, off the ground, which will be really good. But I guess, as a self-published author, you have to pay for everything. So yeah, the Kickstarter will really help me if it is successful.
That's what I wanted to get onto next, the Kickstarter. So you are mid-campaign as we're speaking, but as this episode goes out, you'll be nearing the end. So first of all, please, anyone listening to this, do go, even if you just give it a share, have a little read, but all the support is really important. So the Kickstarter will support the printing, all the production of the book, and enable it to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. So fingers crossed it all goes well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really hoping that it does go well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's such a lovely book, and I think you've already got so much support. So hopefully that will carry on and you'll get those funds. I know it's really scary with Kickstarter because it's all or nothing, that like
Literally.
You've got to get it. Yeah, the pressure's on.
Yeah, it is scary, but I feel like you just have to take that leap of faith with everything as a self-published author. You can't just wait in the background. You have to just go out and do it. Otherwise, you know, no one will ever see your book. By meeting you and connecting with the other ladies that I have connected with, other self-published authors, it's given me a nice network to bounce ideas off of, and like just have that emotional support as well, which is really nice, because it's other people knowing exactly what you're going through and how you're feeling at that moment in time, which is really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we have a WhatsApp group that was set up by Kirsten McNeil, who's also a previous guest on this podcast. And it's been amazing for just those moments of like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, or have you experienced this, or sending each other little snippets of books. So I really recommend that, actually, for creatives to have that group that you can turn to. It's really helped. It must be, are you still full-time as a teacher? It must be quite a challenge to balance.
I'm part-time now. So yeah, it is all a bit tricky to juggle everything, because I'm doing the masters as well, but I'm 3 days teaching and then 2 days self-publishing and mastering, I guess. So yeah, it's a lot, but yeah.
I'm similar. So I'm 2 days teaching. I do some volunteer work for half a day, and then 2.5 days doing the writing stuff, and I feel like my brain's in two places all the time, and trying to do everything as well as I can. It's quite difficult, I think.
Yeah, it is quite difficult. At the beginning, I used to like really be hard on myself, but then I realized I would get myself quite worked up about either or of the three things that I'm doing, and it's just try and do as much as you can, you know, and try and organize yourself as much as you can, even though I am not very good at organizing myself. But yeah, I find like I draw like little timetables of what I need to do and when, and that helps me. But it is really hard juggling everything at once.
So if people want to find out more about this beautiful book and everything else you do, what are the best places for people to find out more? I will link it below, but
okay. So mainly my Instagram, so that is Jo_Ann_Sharpe_author on my Instagram, and then it's the same on my TikTok as well.
Amazing. And I will link your Kickstarter as well, and I really encourage everybody to just go, and you know, you don't have to back it if it's not for you, or you know, you don't have the resources right now. Shares or telling someone that you know that are going to love this book is every bit as helpful, so please do check it out.
Please, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been so nice to chat.
Thank you for having me.